Hello everybody, welcome back to Final Fantasy XVI Part 12. We just started the main scenario, the meaning of life, after becoming one with Ifrit. So we're heading back to Eastpool to, I don't know, figure out our next steps. Let's head that way. I could probably fast travel, but... Can I? No, I can't. Never mind. I take it back. Oh, I wonder if that cave's gonna open now, maybe with the power of Ifrit. Who I have heard pronounced twice, two different ways in this game. I've heard Ifrit, and Clive pronounced it as Ifrit.
Torgal, what is
And don't get me started on how they're pronouncing chocobos.
Come on.
They're saying chocobos, and I spent 20 years of my life unlearning chocobos because everybody else was saying it wrong in different games. They were saying it differently. Nuts. Alright, no dice on that. Right. We'll figure it out eventually. Probably like a super dungeon or something. The windmill stopped moving. That can't be good. Oh, there's fire. No!
What happened here?
Imperials. You'll pay for this.
We've got a live one.
What are you doing? Remember our orders? No survivors.
Oh, he's on behind
Who
me.
would order such a thing?
Alright, let's turn off the lock-on. I have got to figure out, I don't know if I'm just dumb or what, but I am having the hardest time recalling or finding a way to switch targets with my lock-on. Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can't study that up here in 1 second. System. Tutorial messages. Game system. Battle. Okay, nothing about... Right. Take down, well guarded. Cool. That's not great. Unless you just can't switch targets. What does the controller say? Okay, lock on. Cycle shortcuts, pet commands, okay. Cycle target. Cycle target. Are you... Do I have to press in on R3? I hope not. That would be terrible. That would be bad. I know I hit... I just instinctually hit... Use the right thumbstick. Oh my gosh, you do have to click in. Ah, gross. That's not good. Do not like that.
Ducal dogs.
I'm glad I finally have an answer, but jeez. I mean, if it's just cyclical, then like, what's the point? Okay, that is a no. That is no good. That is a. Consider this game criticized for that move. Yeah, it doesn't even go to the closest one or anything. Like, how did that not work? God, there's so many of you guys. I probably didn't need to use that on the one guy, but whatever. No.
That's enough.
Okay. Got them.
All must burn. The bearers and those who sheltered them. By Empress Annabella's command.
They could have given you a real Diablo voice, but they didn't.
Clive.
I know. You can wait.
Youch. Let's use our limit break. Oh man, that takes a long time. One thing I think I've noticed is that most of these more advanced fights with the tougher enemies, despite the difference in like how, you know, the combat plays out, a lot of what happens on about the same cadence, if that makes sense. Wasn't expecting the second one. You know, we get him to about this much, you know, about a third of his health gone when we get the first stagger. This time. It just seems like the rate at which their health drops is pretty similar from fight to fight. That wasn't very good. And usually we can take them out within like the second stagger. Or not, in this case.
It's over.
We got him though. It's just something I've noticed with those fights. It seems to be very the length and the timing of when things happen in the combat seem to happen on a very, very similar happen at a very similar rate. All the crafting materials. All right. What kind of horrible, depressive... Is Martha okay? How about the mayor? How about my senile old friend?
I'm sorry, Lady Hannah.
Oh no.
deserved so much better. All of these people
I
did.
forgot about Hannah.
Better than my mother.
I hate his mother. But man, I mean, that's good because she's the bad person, but
We're too late.
I am
Gav,
fiery right now.
Clive.
What'd you do? They're making her, I mean, they're doing a good job with like setting her up as,
On the
oh
orders
man,
of the
just,
Duchess, eh?
I want to see Ifrit just bite her head off.
We knew Eastpool was harbouring bearers. Thought they were safe enough hidden up here, but someone must have let slip. If they'd have only come to us sooner, none of this would have had to happen. Fuck!
My mother always did despise bearers. The way father embraced them when the other nations spat on them as slaves. The way an accident of birth gave them a power that others lacked.
But why kill everyone? They meant no harm. They just wanted to be free.
This world judges that a crime punishable by death. Which is why we're going to change it. Gav, we want to help.
Thought you'd got your own stuff to be getting on with.
We do. But it can wait.
In that case, we should head back and tell Sid you've had a change of heart. He was always on it yet to join us.
All right.
And we'd best be quick. Last I heard, he was planning another excursion.
What about the villagers?
We get Sid back.
Aye. Can I leave yous lot to take care of things here?
Of course. We'll make sure they get a proper burial.
Thank you. All of you.
Okay.
When you're ready, then.
Gav seems fine. I'm not a fan of his tiny 3 ponytails, but the bigger thing that's driving me nuts is that the 3 ponytails are not centered. They're on the left side of his head. Oh.
Rats, lead me to your nest.
Oh, wow. All right, you are going to get run through.
Kruger's message for your leader. If only he knew where to send it.
Oh. So it's not his mom. Still hate her. But it's, okay. I still want to know what was in the box. It had to have been her head or something, right? Okay. Heading back to the hideaway. For main story purposes, not just casual perusing. Righting wrongs.
To Sid Solar, then. We have a lot to discuss.
Well, since we're here, let's check out whatever new addition. I'm assuming this is just another area that we can replay. Yep. Rechallenge previously completed stages of scored in your performance. Okay. Ooh, rainbow scoring. Arcade mode gear. While level consumable items gear are predetermined for each stage, iconic abilities can be customized to one's liking. Also, equipment restrictions do not apply to accessories. Okay. So I just get a chance to do, it looks like a bunch of the... Oh, okay, that's what the arcade mode actually is. Okay. Again, probably won't do that. Maybe occasionally after I finish the main story, I might jump in just to see what it's all about, but not something that's really going to move the needle for me.
Take a seat, Clive. I'll fetch you a moment.
Cool that it's in there, and if you love it, go for it. But found in a treasure coffer. I want the Eastpool. No, not Eastpool. I want the Martha's... Oh, it was Martha's Rest. We weren't at Hold on. We were at Martha's Rest, then we went to Eastpool. I want the Martha's Rest music. I
Clive,
like
was
that.
it?
Sorry, I know what I'm talking about. Hold on. He doesn't have anything new. Let's sell any treasures we have.
If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it.
Oh, this is purchasing. No wonder it's not letting me sell. There we go. I don't have any valuables.
Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Don't mind me. Just taking a quick...
I can set a broken arm, soothe a cough, settle a stomach. But there is no remedy for what happened in Eastpool. My talents are worthless in the face of such cruelty.
You could try, you know, brushing up on your necromancy.
We can keep running. Or we can walk through this door.
We'll walk through the door.
This place is getting more crowded by the day.
I tell myself the bustle's a blessing. There'll be time enough for quiet contemplation when I'm dead. So, did you find the answers you were looking for?
I still don't know what to make of this gift, curse, or whatever it is I've been given. But there is one thing I can say for certain. I am a dominant, Ifrit. And there is nothing I can do to change that. It is a burden I must bear until my dying day.
Spoken true. Forgiveness and in turn salvation can only begin with acceptance. It's a path we all must walk, no matter how colourful our histories.
Sid, you once told me that you wanted to build a place where people could die on their own terms.
I did.
I've been thinking about that. Why not a place where people can live on their own terms? For 13 years, killing was all I knew. So obsessed with death that I never stopped to consider the lives of those around me. Lives that I see now were scarcely worth living. Be they bearers or beggars, most march blindly to their end, never realizing that they too deserve a choice. And I dare not turn a blind eye to their suffering any longer.
So, atonement then, is it?
That was the answer we found.
The only one we need.
I'll be expecting you both to pull your weight.
And we will.
Well then, with a sprinkle of fire and ice, this plan of mine might just work.
What trouble are you looking to get yourself into now?
Oh man, this song's a
Best
classic.
kind. We're going to sneak into the Imperial capital and pay a visit to Mother.
Let's go. I want to do horrible things to her. With a sword, I guess. Or a flam. Boy, that does not look structurally sound.
And the last of our farmholds in the eastern provinces has succumbed to the blight.
Without their yield, you'll be hard-pressed to fill the capital's granaries before winter.
If there is a capital by then, the black creeps closer as we speak.
And yet you do naught but bawl and bluster.
Your Radiance?
If it is fertile land the Empire requires, we need but look south.
If you mean the crystalline Dominion's holdings, we are bound by mutual accord. Theirs is a neutral state whose borders we have sworn to respect.
Gentlemen, did we swear to see our people starve?
Well, I really do think
The gates of Oriflamme buckle at the flood of those come seeking refuge from the Blight. If there is not grain enough to feed those within our walls, how, pray tell, will we feed those without? But instead of setting your minds to riddles such as these, you lock horns with an enemy from across the sea, sending our soldiers to the slaughter in their thousands. The Empire bleeds, and you sit here prattling like crones in a tea house. And you fancy yourselves leaders of men. Sanbreque is naught without her citizens. We are but their servants.
What were they saying?
If their land is being wrested away, it is our duty to claim new lands for them.
Your Radiance! You cannot mean a war of conquest.
That is exactly what I mean. It is time we expanded our dominion. This is the will of great Grieger.
Another war
There will be uproar.
based loosely on religion. Weird.
Citizenry. But how much will that cost?
And what of our legions? Shall we raise the furs?
Well, someone will have to contend with the Dalmex.
I will not keep you. You all have much to do.
So he just gets to say, do this, and okay, all right. He doesn't have a hand in the planning. Interesting. Also, his little council doesn't seem very reliable.
The Lord Prince is currently garrisoned at the Strait of Aether. If it please you, I can send word requesting his immediate return to the Holy Capital.
That won't be necessary. Tell him instead to see to his wounds. Bahamut's strength will be needed again soon.
As you command.
Okay. Another bad guy. Seemingly.
I must have misheard. You mean to tell me that the Mothercrystals are the reason the world is dying? Are you mad?
I have been called that on occasion, but no, not today. We've all seen it firsthand. Empty wastes where once were green meadows. Land drained so dry of its ether, not even the rats remained. But where was it all going? I spent years searching for an answer, until I saw it standing right in front of me. There, in the self-same crystals we look to for their so-called blessing. All right, listen. Take this crystal. How does it allow us to conjure magics? Answer, by drawing ambient ether from the air. And where do these crystals come from?
That's easy. They're mine from the Mothercrystals.
They're one and the same. Although admittedly this here fits more easily in the pocket.
But the Mothercrystals are massive. Some as large as mountains.
So you see the problem. Imagine just how much ether can be drawn by something that size. As to where it's all going, mind, well, I can't know everything, can I?
We are taught that the Mothercrystals are divine. Their ether a gift from the heavens. For centuries, nations have fought and fallen for want of that gift. If what you say is true, how did no one else see it?
Who says they didn't? Maybe the truth was inconvenient.
Inconvenient to whom, exactly?
The higher-ups, the gods themselves.
So now you want to do something about the crystals? And what? We're not helping bearers and dominants anymore.
I didn't say that. I made a promise and I intend to keep it. But if we continue down this path, there's only one fate that awaits the realm. And we can't very well set our people free if they're all lying dead in a blighted ditch. Not
Death is a
everyone
form of
should
freedom.
create a place where they can live on their own terms anyway. Sort of defeats the purpose. So, if we have to bring the old world crashing down in order to build us a new one, what say you? Are you with me?
I suppose it's about time I repaid your faith.
You could have just said aye.
Seems like that'd be
Nice to have you aboard all the same.
Seems like that'd be a really difficult thing to do. Without it shattering, without just sliding off and putting a hole in the table. Impressive nonetheless. Very impressive.
What have I got myself into? I'm going to need more than a few potions for this.
Yeah, tell me about it. Can we upgrade our carrying capacity? Is that a hint? I would be alright with it. Alright, let's go to all kinds of new stuff going on. So let's go to the bunks first.
Don't mind me. Just taking a quick.
I mean, there's a couple more people. It's not, well, yeah, no, I guess it's growing. Oh, wait, is this a new? No, this isn't new. I want to see if this place expands over time.
You've lost a letter. Nothing too important, I hope.
Not just a letter.
It's a queue.
I lost everything.
Be fine.
There's a hole in my damn pack, and fool that I am, I didn't bloody notice.
It can't be that bad, surely.
How could it be any worse? I'm a courier. I carry things. If I can't do my job right, then what am I good for? Nothing, that's what. I buggered it right up. That means no herbs for the infirmary, and no fresh meat for our cooking pots. Worst of all, that letter I lost? It was for Sid. A letter he's been waiting on for days.
Maybe if you retrace your steps.
I'd scour Storm from coast to coast if I could, but there are curse breakers in the field, counting on my arrival. No, I'll just have to own up to Otto and Sid. They're gonna skin me alive.
He'll be in trouble if I don't. I don't get any gold for it.
Tell me where to look.
Are you serious? Thank you.
It sounds like the hideaway could use those supplies. So, where should I start?
Gotan's bales, perhaps? I took a tumble in the bushes when I was passing through. There's a chance my pack might have caught on something. If you can find everything I dropped, you'll be doing us all a favor. And if you can find Sid's letter, you'll be saving my life.
If it's there, I'll find it.
Wonderful. Now, I have to run if I'm to make my next delivery in time. I trust you can find your way to Gotan's bales. Oh, and hurry, will you? Sid doesn't like to be kept waiting.
I'm sure he doesn't.
Red letter day. We don't need to prioritize that yet. We got another one to grab.
The letter won't last very long out in the elements.
Okay, we got a side quest down there, and
I should make for Sambrek as soon as I can.
we'll go do the encyclopedia thing just to get that little cursor out of the way. I'm surprised that this thing doesn't... Oh, we also want to up our
And how might this
little
old soul
1,000 tomes. That's what it is. I'm gonna up
I
our
have compiled
status.
some new entries, if you would like to see them.
Oh yeah.
I have quite the find for you today.
Continental Accord and the Founder. Okay.
You wish to study the tomes?
I mean, we're like halfway on everything.
Did you learn everything you needed?
I think so.
Take a seat, Clive.
Okie dokie. Let's go grab this. We'll get the side quest on the way out. No, we'll get it now. I lied. It's right here.
He's never this. Where are you, Randall?
Is everything all right?
Forgive me, young man. I was in a world of my own. I'm worried about my friend, you see. He left some time ago and hasn't returned. And you know what it's like out there for a bearer on his own.
Why leave the safety of the hideaway?
For coin. Sad though it is, our need outweighs the risk. The hideaway can't survive on goodwill alone. And though Karen does what she can, her coffers aren't bottomless. Wait, you were a soldier, were you not? In the Imperial Army?
I was.
Then might I ask a favour of you? I'm too old to be traipsing hither and yon. Will you go and find him for me?
Yep.
I'll do what I can.
Oh, thank you.
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Randall, and I suspect you'll find him in Lostwing. He's been working for Quinton, the tavern keeper. He'll know something, I'm sure.
I'll speak to him.
Safe travels, my friend. And thank you again.
We can prioritize this one. That's fine. Oh, that's what that little squeaking sound was. There's a chocobo right next to us. I thought it was a rat. Okay. We will talk to her last, just because she's the main quest.
Well, what's that for you, dear?
Alright. So, Flame Tongue. Ooh. That's better than what we have. Okay, and that there, right there is the example of why we want to keep our weapons. I would not be able to make the Flame Tongue if I would have sold the Stormcry. So that's good.
Should last you a good while.
Nothing there. Nothing there. And see if we can reinforce anything. Don't care to reinforce that. We're not using that. We're not using that.
And?
Cool red sword. I dig it.
So what God's forsaken corner of the realm is Sid dragging you off to this time?
Oriflamme.
The Holy Capital. And what business would you lot have in... On second thoughts, I don't want to know.
I'm assuming she'll have more to say after this. Heatwave, Rook's Gambit. Probably don't need those. Lionheart Tonic. Gradually fills a limit break gauge for 30 seconds. Okay, that's kind of cool. I don't... Why don't we just max out everything? I mean, we got 35,000
You're rubbing me
gil.
blind, you know.
Really no harm in doing so.
Speaking of Oriflamme, I hear the trading routes leading south have seen more than double the usual traffic. If you ask me, somewhat foul's brewing, and it entires borbile tea.
Sure.
Just go and see Otto, will you?
All right.
Otto is the one that I was confused by earlier, thinking he was Sid, because they sound and kind of look similar. If Sid wore, like, normal clothes.
Do you need any help, Miss Molly?
Good golly.
So you're really going through with it?
Oh, he looks nothing like Sid.
He's
I
been
was just an
talking
idiot.
about bringing down a mother crystal since I've known him. But that's all it's ever been. Talk.
He's convinced it's the right thing to do. We'll be leaving for the capital shortly.
Well, you couldn't have picked a better moment. Seems the hiding the royalists gave him wasn't enough to dampen old Sylvester's spirits. His legions are on the march again. This time, due south.
Another war.
All as the great Grieger wills it. Bloodthirsty little miss, that one. That's God's for you, innit? Still, might work to our advantage on this occasion. Wars breed chaos. On the front lines, and at home. With a fair wind behind them, a handful of like-minded ne'er-do-wells could melt into the back alleys of Oriflamme. No trouble. It's making it to the capital that's the problem.
The checkpoint.
That's right. Anyone travelling in or out of Oriflamme has to go through Northreach. Lucky for you, I might just know of a way.
This?
Well, no, not that. That gets you an audience with the Dame. And it's the Dame who'll see you safely through Northreach. I'll send the Stolas in the morning. Let her know you're coming. We go way back. And she's a true friend of the cause. I'm sure you'll get on like a house on fire.
Is that good?
Good of you, but who is this Dame, and where will I find her?
She's the proud proprietress of Northreach's foremost house of ill repute, the Vale. And she's quite a woman, if you know what I mean.
A woman. Right.
Seems like where this game gets its M rating.
Don't go blinding her with your charm now, lad. I'll be expecting a full report when you get back.
You know, who the hell are you? Alliant reports unlocked? Alliant reports are now available for viewing by speaking to Gaut at the Alliant report counter in the Hideaway's Mess. These reports, compiled by the Curse Breakers, contain information on quests currently available across Valisthea. Are these like the hunts that I've heard about?
I suppose that's everything.
Fragrant Satchel.
Now to find Gav.
What I was gonna say, you know, one person we have not heard from since the death of Benedicta is the King Wayland, I think, or Wieland.
Oh, you're the new lad, aren't you? Goat at your service. Well, at the Hideaway service anyway. Otto's put me in charge of reading through the reports sent in by our allies and picking out any problems that might warrant the attention of the Curse Breakers. Or any other willing volunteers. And there's no shortage of problems, I can tell you. Or maybe I don't have to.
Full snort.
I'll warrant a strapping lad like you's got people begging him for help wherever you go. Anyway, if you're ever interested in taking a look over the list, just say the word. Reckon you could probably tick off the odd thing here and there. They say little acts of kindness are their own reward. But if that ain't enough, these have got proper bounties on them and all.
Let's ask about him.
Me?
Oh, I do it. Oh, that's right. That's right. They don't voice act this part. I do what Otto tells me. Suppose you could say I'm his right-hand man. He's a hard master, but not nearly as hard as my old one was. When that man beat me bloody and threw me out onto the streets to die, it was Otto who found me and took me in.
I see it.
I owe him. And so I help him look after the ledgers, as well as reading through all the reports coming in from our allies across the Twins. And if it sounds like someone out there needs our help, I make a note so I can point any willing volunteers in the right direction.
What'd you say?
Are you willing? There's no surer way of turning Otto's frown a little less frowny. All right, what do we got? Use Gaut's Alliant reports to not only find quests around Valisthea, but also travel immediately to the obelisk waypoint nearest their location. Oh, this will take me straight there, so I don't have to go find it. Welcoming committee? Alan. Okay, so we have 3 right now. Let's just take them. I mean, we'll just do these. Just to more or less understand what they are. I'm assuming they're like the bounties. Hunts, or whatever. And I like that it'll give me a chance to revisit some of the areas that we've been. Because some of these areas we had to kind of scooch through in the dark and stuff like that, so.
Ah, you're Sid's man, if I'm not mistaken. Couldn't trouble you for some assistance, could I?
That depends. What do you need?
Some new bearers from Oriflamme just arrived, and it cost Master Quinton a pretty penny to convince their owner to part with them. Man must have been a bloody tyrant. Can't get a peep out of them, try as I might.
They're probably terrified of you.
You're probably right. Dare say it'd take a bearer like yourself to open them up. So, will you have a word with them? Help them settle in?
Sure. It's a very strange request.
That'll do me.
Doesn't feel like a hunt.
Tell them they're safe, and that if they need anything, they just have to ask.
I'll let them know.
More like a mediator session.
They're sitting over there, taking a long overdue breather, looks like.
I will prioritize that. They're 8 feet away.
So you're the new arrivals. Is there anything I can get you? You're safe here. They don't punish people like us for speaking our minds.
Truly. I'm hungry. My sister too, we're starving.
Wait here. I'll fetch you something from the tavern.
Thank you.
I won't be long. You stay here and rest.
Broken souls. I got too many icons on my screen. Where's the tavern?
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing?
Looks like maybe it's right here. This is
Master Quinton will never forgive me if I don't save that crop.
This is a different one.
I want no trouble. Wait, that's... Oh, glory to Griga. You were the hanged man. I took you for a rogue.
Are you the
If you're
tavern?
a friend of Master Quinton's.
Obviously, he's
then
not the
perhaps
tavern.
you'll help me. His vineyard, Lostwing's pride and joy, has been beset by a plague of giant wasps.
Oh, this is just another side quest.
Someone to solve your pest problem.
I do indeed. I've never seen them so far from the forest, nor so mean, for that matter. I suppose the smell's got them worked up. And little wonder. This'll be the finest crop we've ever known if the fiends don't eat it first. I tried chasing them off myself, but they won't flee from the likes of me. And if I don't bring those grapes in for pressing soon, Master Quinton will have my guts for garters. You look like you can handle that blade of yours. Will you put it to use for a comrade in need? Please, rid us of these wasps so I can be about my business.
Yeah, yes, I'll see to it. I feel bad. I was gonna go to the tavern to get those poor people some food, and now I'm on something else.
I'll see to it.
Sorry, buddies.
Oh, thank you. You'll find them over at Gotan's Bales on the edge of town. And hurry, Lostwing needs those grapes.
Oh, we're not gonna prioritize this one. I just realized every quest has a tiny little Roman numeral next to it. There we go. So so we need to go to the 1. What's down here now? Oh my god, look at all the stuff. While some winemakers will remove the skins of the grapes after pressing, leaving both skin and seed in the juice to commingle creates a must that is better suited for extended aging. Okay. In case you guys are wondering how to make wine.
Bet you'd like to see what's behind that door, wouldn't you? Well, not on my watch.
Okay. Fair enough. I am curious. Well, we can go up. We really did not explore much of Lost Wing. Hymns of Gregor.
Rejoice, my children, for we are the chosen. Blessed.
Okay. We're right next to the tavern, I think. Maybe.
Sun's setting fast. They'll all be back from the vineyards.
There we go. Okay. I promise I've got your food. Oh, it's Quentin.
If it isn't Sid's young protege. To what do I owe the pleasure?
I'm looking for a bearer called Randall. I hear he's been coming to you for work.
Oh, this
He was
isn't right
expected
either.
back at the hideaway some time ago. A friend of his asked me to check on him.
Those poor people are going to starve to
Randall,
death.
you say? The porter. Yes, I know him. And I can't say I'm surprised if he has been delayed. I gave him enough to do. Though, thinking about it, he should probably have been back by now.
I'll go and look for him. Where was he headed?
He was to meet an associate of mine to the south of here, on Lorbert's Pass. I do hope nothing's happened to him. Be sure to let me know, Clive.
Where do you get food? I bet you have food.
I'll have 2 plates of whatever you're serving.
Sorry. We've enough mouths of our own to feed without tending to the wants of outsiders.
It's not for me. It's for some new arrivals.
Also, you're a jerk.
Oh, my apologies. I didn't see the mark. So you're a comrade.
On
Well,
my
in that case,
face?
you may have whatever you require. Take all the bread and wine you want.
How did you not
That's
see the
really all
mark?
it takes.
Oh, wait.
One look at the innkeeper's mark.
Of course it is. I do as Master Quinton commands, as do we.
Okay, not the
And
mark,
Master
the
Quinton
thing he
commands
gave
another of his
me.
favoured
The
guests,
hanged
so
man
left
or whatever.
wanting. Well, don't keep our new comrades waiting. Take what you need and see that they eat their fill.
When she said I didn't see your mark, I'm like, you should be more observant.
Bread and wine. Hopefully this will be enough.
Okay, let's go back to the poor folks that I've kept waiting long enough.
But how did the grocer know?
So we're gonna do as many side quests as I can find. So we'll be a while before we probably scooch back into the main story, but
Bread and wine from the tavern.
I got no problem with that.
May we? Truly?
Ooh. Bread seems to be a little stale.
Such plenty. Never in all my days.
Brother, this place is like a dream. We sat and no one shouted. We ate and more was offered.
I know. I can't believe it.
You're free now. And the next time you're hungry, you need only ask to be fed.
Thank you for everything. Thank you.
I feel better about who I am as a person by doing that, even though it only gave me 15 experience. Oh, it also gave me a guild bug. Okay. Alright. That quest is done. Got some stuff going on back there. Nothing else going on in the city. Well, actually. Let's fast travel to this one. Well, no, let's go down Let's go down and do this, then we'll fast travel over to that one. That makes more sense.
I promise. Not or again.
Needs of the many. Alright, gonna take a second to get there, but.
Back, are ya? Did Master Quentin summon you? The shad's all salted and smoked.
A whole day on the line and then
Gotta figure out how to get there.
still not
Straight ahead. Nope, I did the same thing before. I gotta wrap around, go up the stairs, and take this path up here. So needs of the many. Search for Randall and Lawbert's Pass. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Detour. Abilities. There's. By the way, this is Ifrit's little thing. It's weird. It puts all this stuff there as it's just ready to... Oh! I know why. Because this is... Ifrits and Phoenixes are the same. Okay. So 558... I haven't been using Wicked Wheel. We've been using Gouge a lot. What happens if I upgrade it? Increases follow-up strike speed. Select strike any no, enough for that. That'll work. I'm gonna equip that. Put that back on. I'm gonna take Gouge off. Wicked Wheel on. Okay. Moving on. Let's go find Randall. So things that I'd like to see improved with the game is the removal of motion blur, a dedicated sprint button, what was the other thing? It's not enough to like stick out all the time. So that's why if I can't remember what the other thing is, it's
Are you all right?
Oh, being able to switch targets better.
Man, thank the gods, you're one of us. We were attacked.
Other than that, dude, I could not be happier with how this game is going.
Randall knew he didn't play the hero, but the sod insisted on drawing him off.
Where did this happen?
Further down the road, in the clearing. Please, you have to see that he's safe.
I'll do what I can. You go back to Lost Wing and tell Quentin what happened.
I kinda like the music in this area too.
Goblins. Why am I not surprised?
Oh, watch out, Torgal. Jeez.
Not this time.
Apes. Wow, I'm trying to use my dodge thing. There we go. Oh, that hits pretty hard. Ow, Speaking of hitting hard. Oh, I'm stuck on this cart. Oh, I was stuck on the cart.
Not this time. Too slow. Not this time.
Oh, I forgot to do the little embrace, the Garuda embrace thing. There's so many different elements to the combat. Not like an overwhelming amount like some action games, like where there's just too many things to keep track of. It's all there. It's just kind of concentrating on the combat to, oh no. Concentrating on the combat and remembering all the things that you can do. It comes to me at times, but other times I don't realize it till after the fight's over.
Looks like I was too late.
Ah, buddy.
He doesn't deserve to rot by the roadside. I'll speak to Quentin.
Okay, so we can go back. We'll fast travel here. I like this fast travel mechanic. It's nice. We had to run a little ways here, but we got what we needed. Now we can just go straight back to Quentin. Not too shabby. Zoom in.
But how did the grocer know his...
Ah, there you are. My man told me what happened. And? I can't help but notice you're alone. Damn it. I feared as much.
He's not far from the south gate. I trust you'll do right by him.
Of course. I'll send someone right away. I knew he was brave, though I didn't know he was reckless. Poor fool.
And you known him long?
A while. I liked the fact that he didn't shy away from dangerous work, and he liked what I paid.
Because it helped keep the hideaway afloat.
I'll tell Sid what happened here. I expect he'll be none too pleased to learn of Randall's fate. And I suppose you're none too happy either. For your trouble.
I mean, I would like to have saved him. For your trouble. A quest complete bar. 20 XP and some more crafting stuff. I feel like we're getting so many crafting things, but the opportunities to craft are a little bit more limited than I would expect, given the stuff that we've found. Okay, let's go to Orbel Downs. We'll get ourselves all set up so that next time we can go ahead and take care of the rest of the side quests that we have. Do I have a journal? Let me see. What do we got? We got 2 active quests. There might be more somewhere. Dying on the Vine, Red Letter Day, and then Righting Wrongs. So we'll keep cleaning up some side quests before we jump back into the main story. Unless we come across a bunch more side quests, I think we won't be too disconnected from the main story for long. It looks like we're just taking a slight aside. Well, actually, hold on. There's some Martha's Rest while the cat's away. And then I wonder, the hideaway still has our main quest. I don't know if we have to trigger those things that I was calling hunts, they're not hunts. I don't know if we have to trigger those from the hideaway or what. So we'll see what happens. But in the meantime, thank you guys for hanging out. Have a great rest of your day. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye.